Hi everybody, it's Julie and I'm here for today's installment of the June Just 15 Junk Journal Challenge, where we're taking 15 items from our stash and we are making a junk journal. So here we are, and I have yet to make my embellished signature ties. So we're going to do that. We're going to add the closure. I'm going to add the tabs and maybe even a paper clip. So let's get ready and jump right in. So I have two signatures here, and I thought, I think on this one, because it's a garden journal, I want my signature ties to stay inside the journal. So I'm going to go ahead, and this time I'm going to double tie my bow in the center. And then I thought I would do something just really, really simple and take a scrap of material, and I'm going to cut out a couple of hearts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and, just like when you were a little kid and you cut out a Valentine, I'm going to cut out a heart. Okay, so there's my little corn heart. It's kind of corny. Okay, let's go ahead and get it to the point. And I'm going to need another one. So right here I have some asparagus. You guys, I'm growing asparagus, and oh my gosh, it's absolutely been delicious. I actually bought an asparagus plant that was already matured. Trying to make sure that I go and buy things from our little local nursery guy here. Two reasons: his stuff is the best, especially for if you live here. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this fabric, and I don't see a packaging bag. I can't believe I don't see a packaging bag. So I'm just going to use the back of this sticker. It's fabric, so I'm going to use my fabric tack. I was juggling. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some fabric tack on our heart around the outside and the center. Okay, and then grab one of the ties. I'm going to bring it down the middle, and I do want a little bit of it sticking out the end. And of course you can do this with paper. I don't have a lot of papers in my 15 that I think I want to do this with. So I'm going to do it with my fabric. So there you go. There's one. And of course we'll be making 4. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do for my fabric ties. And then I told you that we would be adding the tabs, and you already saw me make one. So, but we'll go ahead and make another one real quick, and then and I'll be adding those. So let's get an idea of how big we had our piece. It was about that big. It was longer. I don't need it, but it was about, oh, you know what? We're going to go ahead and rip our piece, because I want that cool ripped piece edge. So let's go ahead and cut it. And we're going to do the same thing for the closure. We're going to rip a piece for the closure as well. Okay, so there's my piece for the tab. Save all your pieces if you want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure from there to the edge, and I need 3 of these. So there's 1, 2, and then this is getting a little thin on this side, so I'm going to come back over to this side. Grab my 3rd one. Okay, I'm going to cut the edge off and get my 3rd tab. Okay, so there's my other 3 tabs. And then I also cut out a closure. How are we doing over here? Okay, and so for our closure, I'm just going to use some of the fabric that I've cut into a cut into a strip. Okay, so I have a strip. And I'm going to go ahead and come to the edge of my journal, and I'm just going to thread it underneath my binding. Okay, so these are kind of the finishing touches. I do still have another element to do besides this, but this one wasn't going to make as much of a mess for today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this through, and then I'm going to come around and measure by tying my bow. Okay, so tie my bow, and I need a little more on this side. Right? Okay, tie my bow. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this on underneath there so that it stays on. And rather than tying it in a knot, I just thought it might be kind of cool to have it be flat. And that's something different. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some of the fabric tack. And then I don't have to worry about losing my closure. Because sometimes I'm like going, where did that lace come from? Okay, so that's going to be my closure. Okay, let's go in and see how I think we're good. So that's our little tie. And then we're going to make a paper clip. Okay, so grab one of your paper clips, and I'm going to go ahead and I am using this as my binding string. I went through all of that trouble with my binding string so that binding this book so that I could have this as part of my kit, because you can use whatever's in your binding kit as part of your journal kit. You can use your 4 clips after you've done your binding. Okay, so I double tied that on there. Now I'm going to make a bow, and I'm going to double tie that. Okay, so there gives us a double tied bow, and then we can go ahead and just like we were making for the signature ties, we can go ahead and add a couple of little hearts to this paper clip, just for something a little different. Just like we did before. Now if you have a punch or you have something that you can cut these with, I would definitely cut them with something that, if you're cutting fabric on your Cricut, or you have punch that will cut fabric, then yay, go ahead. Okay, and I'm going to do that, and that will hang down. Okay, so that's doing it with fabric. And let's go ahead and grab another clip. And then the one other thing that you can do, of course you can do paper here, and we'll go ahead and cut one from there and one from there. Okay, so I have my 4 little red hearts. Grab a pen, and remember your pens and all of your that kind of stuff, they are all considered tools. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use this white pencil, and I'm trying to make it look like a strawberry. I'm just doing little lines, which would be the seeds on the outside of the strawberry. Okay, so same thing, come back, and we will go ahead and use this because it's out. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you on the string. So there's that. Okay, and then with our carrot ribbon, I have this little piece of the end of the carrot. If I had something else that was green, I can go ahead and add that on the top. Okay, so you can add a little paper heart and turn it into a strawberry. Well, if you're doing a garden or something that you would want strawberries in your journal. Another thing that you can do, let's go ahead and tie this onto our that's right, we tie it onto our paper clip. I'll just use one of these. So you can go ahead and hang your strawberry and then tie a knot underneath your strawberry or above it. So you could do it above it for just to give it a little more interest. Okay, so here's my little knot, and we'll just pull it. Okay, and if you have beads or whatever, you can add beads to it. But there is two different ways of using the same idea that I did for the signature tie. Okay, but then using it and making a quick and cute little paper clip. Go ahead and make another one. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so we still have the other signature ties. So this is what I ended up doing. I added a strawberry to this one. Okay, so we have that. And now we're going to go back to our signature, our second signature. I am going to tie the bow again. Okay, so I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I'm going to, or tie it in a bow, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot. Okay, so that gives me that. Then I have these carrots that I thought would be fun, and I've taken a piece of the fabric and put it on the end here so that I can just go ahead and pop that off. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, so I think we'll go with this side. I'm going to go down the two carrots, down the side of the ribbon. We'll put the plastic under. Now we have one more paper clip. So if you're here for the premiere, I'm waving hello. I want to thank you for coming in and hanging out with us today. If you are not on the premiere and maybe you're new to our channel, we do the premiere format, and we have a video here every day at 10:30. And it is a pre-recorded video, so I am probably in the chat. And that is really kind of cool. So if you have questions, you can ask, and we can all get to know each other better. It's become quite the fun little community, and I'm really excited to be able to do that. So I think that this is kind of fun with the little, like a carrot flag. And so I wonder if we could do that also then. Why not? Why couldn't we make a little flag with our fabric? And, well, that would be because we would have to cut some. Okay, I can cut a strip. Okay, so if we can have a carrot, why can't we have a corn flag? Why not, right? unicorn on one side, turnip on the other. Okay, so let's make sure that we're on the plastic. And we'll put this under. Go ahead and add our glue. And it's okay if it doubles up here in the center, but you want to make sure that you have glue wherever your center is going to end up being. Okay, so that gives us two little signature flags. I think they're kind of fun, kind of different. And then you can go ahead and tie a knot under it if you want to. You could add a bead if you wanted to. Like I said, I decided, since this is a garden journal that you're probably using, you might even have it outside, I didn't think it needed the extra elements that would get dirty. So speaking of outside, everybody say hi to Midnight. Hi, Midnight! And here we go. Yeah, she loves to be outside. Loves to be outside. And she stays in our yard. In our backyard. We have a big, beautiful backyard, and she loves it there. So, okay, so next I thought we could go ahead and we'll do a paper clip. So I have these fun paper clips. I get these at Staples, and I think that it might be kind of fun to do like a banner. So let's go ahead and thread this through. Okay, so we're going to thread that through. And we'll go ahead and cut that off. And I'm going to just glue it at the top. Okay, just glue it at the top. So there we go. And again, we're using the fabric tack because we're gluing fabric. And this, the way that these paper clips work is they go over your page like this. Okay, so your flag is actually going to come onto your page. So then I thought we could go ahead and add a carrot. Because we have it. And again, let's go ahead and, you know what, that side seems to be brighter. I don't know. Okay, so you can see the one on the back is going to be upside down, but that's okay. Okay, so we're going to go across here and put our ribbon down. So if you have unicorns or something that you're using for your journal, and you've got a cool ribbon that has them on it. I've done this before with, I have some Halloween ribbon that has the witches, the striped socks and the feet, and they turn out really cool. Gosh, I got glue all over my fingers, and it's okay. Okay, so that gives us another paper clip. So I know we were to make 4 paper clips for this journal, and we have already made some of them. I've got these 2 pieces from cutting them off, and so we'll just stick them at the top, and they can just come off the top. I think that'll be kind of cool. And who knows, maybe we could, there we go. Okay, so there we've got that going on. You can go ahead and unruffle. It's already doing unravel. Sorry. It's already doing it itself, but you can unravel and you'll have even more strings. But there you go. So we have our signature ties. That was the element that we needed for this this video. But I also, as you can see, I've added 4 of the tabs. Okay, so we added the tab, this one here in the previous video. That was on the top tuck video. And so we added the other 3. We added our closure, and we're just using some of the fabric as our closure, and then you can just tie it in a bow. And then we made paper clips. So while we were doing those heart signature ties, it was like, why not make some for paper clips? So we did those, and then we did the little strawberries, and then we did the banner. So I hope that gives you some ideas, and rather than just doing the signature ties, I added these other elements, and I think they're going to be really, really fun in this journal. I'm probably going to see if I can go find another couple of the green pieces from the carrots and add those on there. And so there you go. Which one was your favorite? I love the strawberries. I think the strawberries are really, really fun. And I really like this paper clip. So I hope you'll come back and join us tomorrow. We'll be here at 10:30. Every day we're here at 10:30 with a new video. And we are also here at 4 o'clock on weekdays with our Beginner's Junk Journal series. And right now we are working in our little golden book. And it's lots of fun. We are just trucking along and getting that made. So I want to thank you for joining me today. And I hope you have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank you for joining me today. Find something to celebrate every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.